For years, the camera industry has been trapped in a predictable, stagnant cycle. We have been fed a narrative of just enough innovation, minor sensor bumps and incremental firmware patches sold as revolutionary breakthroughs. But today, that narrative is being torn apart. We are looking at what might be the most significant disruption in the full-frame market since the birth of the mirrorless era. We are going to cut through the noise and get straight to the engineering facts regarding the total evolution of the Nikon Z series, specifically the long-awaited Nikon Z7 III. You have heard the whispers, but what you haven't seen is the technical breakdown of why this specific sensor architecture is about to change how professionals approach landscape, studio, and commercial work. The gap between the speed-oriented Z8 and the high-resolution requirements of the professional sector has been a point of tension for a long time. While Canon and Sony have been racing to pack more megapixels into their flagship bodies, often at the expense of base-level image quality, Nikon has been playing the long game. They have been focusing on the purity of the image, the micro-contrast, and the actual utility of the data. The latest blueprints confirm that the Z7 III is the physical manifestation of that philosophy. This is not just a spec sheet, it is a declaration of intent. At the heart of this machine is a custom-engineered 67.5 megapixel full-frame BSI sensor. This number is not just about blowing up images for massive billboards. It is about the projected 15 stops of dynamic range. When you are shooting in extreme high-contrast lighting, where the highlights are scorched and the shadows are crushed, that dynamic range is your safety net. It allows for a level of recovery in post-production that has previously been reserved for much larger, more expensive medium-format systems. You are no longer fighting the physics of light, you are capturing the scene exactly as your eye perceives it. But resolution and dynamic range mean nothing if the color science is flat or artificial. This is where things get truly interesting. Reports from supply chain insiders suggest that Nikon is implementing advanced color science inspired by their acquisition of Red Digital Cinema. For professional videographers and hybrid shooters, this is a total game changer. Imagine having the flexibility of NRAW video recording combined with the color depth that cinema pros have relied on for decades. We are talking about internal 8K 60p recording. That is not just for future-proofing your content, it is for having the ability to crop, stabilize, and reframe your 4K output without losing a single ounce of detail. Let us address the biggest pain point for any high-resolution shooter: focus. How do you keep 67 megapixels sharp? Nikon's answer is the new EXPEED 8 processor. The specifications highlight something called Predictive Path Mapping AI Autofocus. Unlike standard subject detection that merely tracks where a subject is, this system is designed to predict where the subject will be based on complex movement patterns. Whether you are a wedding photographer trying to catch that split-second kiss or a wildlife photographer tracking a bird in flight, this system is designed to lock on with a level of tenacity that makes previous generations look like they are stuck in the dark ages. The ergonomics are a massive departure from the previous Z7 models. It is built in what is being referred to as a mini Z8 chassis. This means you get the rugged, weather-sealed, professional-grade build quality of the Z8, but in a significantly more compact and lightweight package. This is a massive win for travel photographers who need high resolution but cannot afford to haul a heavy rig across the globe. You also get 8 stops of in-body image stabilization. To put that in perspective, that is the difference between needing a tripod for your long exposures and being able to handhold your camera in low light with near-perfect stability. We also have to address the cost. In an economy where professional gear prices are skyrocketing, the rumored $3,499 price tag for the body is an aggressive play. Nikon is clearly aiming this camera directly at the Sony A7 RV and the Canon EOS R5 Mark II. They are not just trying to compete, they are trying to offer better value per dollar. When you consider the build quality, the sensor technology, and the cinema video features, this price point positions the Z7 III as the clear leader for serious enthusiasts and working professionals. In my opinion, the Z7 III represents the point where technical perfection finally meets practical usability. Most manufacturers give you a great sensor in a cheap body, or a great body with a dated sensor. Nikon has finally balanced the equation. They have built a camera that feels like a tool rather than a computer. By leveraging the widest mount diameter in the industry, they aren't just selling you a camera body, they are selling you the future of optics. This wide mount allows for faster lenses and better corner-to-corner sharpness, ensuring that your 67-megapixel sensor is actually being fed the high-resolution light it needs. If you are a portrait photographer, the micro-contrast you are going to get from that native base ISO of 64 is going to be the envy of every shoot you walk onto. If you are a landscape photographer, the ability to pull detail out of the darkest shadows while retaining perfect highlight detail is going to save you hours in post-production. And if you are a hybrid shooter who does both high-end photos and high-end video, this might finally be the do-it-all camera that we have been waiting for. The trajectory of this camera is clear, and the impact it will have on the professional photography landscape is going to be substantial. We are moving toward a future where the limitation is no longer the camera, but the vision behind the lens. Your tools should be an extension of your intent, and the Z7 III is designed to remove every barrier between you and that vision. Stay focused on the details. Keep preparing for the upcoming shift in the industry and be ready to adapt when the official release confirms the next level of photography. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest in professional camera technology.